Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ryan Jackson from RyanJacksonLLC.com. Hope you all are having a good day. Hope you all are doing well out there. It's the end of the week. It's Friday, and the weekend is upon us. So I hope you had a good week. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Dave Chappelle. He's making some news lately. Says some things that the LGBTQ community have issues with, as they did in his last stand-up special. But this one that he did that came out this week, it's called The Closer, and it's currently on Netflix, for at least for right now it is. Um, there are calls from GLAD. They're an organization that goes after or try to prevent, disparaging remarks about the LGBTQ community in media, whether it be, news media or from in the world of comedy or whatso have you. This is this is what they do. And the National Black Justice Coalition, the National Black Justice Coalition and GLAD, who fight for the rights for the LGBTQ community, they're going after Dave Chappelle. I can understand why. Well, no, I can't understand why either. But I could kind of understand why GLAD would, even though it doesn't make it. I don't agree with it. But the National Black Justice Coalition, really, there are bigger things that issues that black people have in this country that y'all could be dealing with besides Dave Chappelle's, you're not agreeing with Dave Chappelle's jokes about the LGBTQ community. That's what I keep saying, man. We fight these away games and we fight other people's battles, and it just makes us look foolish. If you don't agree with it, okay. You don't agree with it, that's your right. I understand that. I get it. But must you chide this man and lead the boycott against him in public? Why can't you call him on the phone or reach out to him and say, or have a conversation in private and say, hey, Mr. Chappelle, we didn't agree with this, yada, 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 this and that. Let's come to a common ground. Y'all have to go out after this man in public and try to boycott him and stop his money, which y'all probably won't do, but try to go after him to try to appease your masses. Really, National Black Justice Coalition? Really? Y'all upset about Dave Chappelle's jokes about the LGBTQ community when black people have bigger issues at hand. This is what y'all want to fight? This is what y'all going after? How is this helping black people? What about reparations for us? Our tangibles? Us demanding things for our vote? What about pushing an economic plan for the black community, like the United States did for Europe after World War II, and Japan as well? How about that for the black community? An economic plan, an economic recovery plan for the black community, and reparations, tangibles. Y'all choose to fight this battle. Y'all make me sick. Y'all disgust me. Y'all make me sick. Same with Kareem and Shaq. They going after Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, Jonathan Isaac, and others who may not get the jab. Saying that they should be suspended or kicked off the team, lose their livelihood. I understand that y'all may not agree with them not getting jabbed. You have an issue with it, but you can't reach out to them in private and have these conversations. You have to chide them in public to please the white man to do his job, to please Massa Biden and Massa Fauci. Really, Kareem and Shaq? Y'all Negroes make me sick. Y'all disgust me. But I won't get on Kyrie Irving and on him a little bit later. But this thing with Dave Chappelle, I mean, you know what? He's my favorite comedian. I salute him and I stand with him. Right on Dave Chappelle. But what really are making people mad about this is that he's calling the LGBTQ community out on their racism and their hypocrisy. I'm going to give you an example. Dave mentioned that the baby, the rapper The Baby, was involved in a shooting a couple of years back in Charlotte of another black man. No one said a damn thing about that. He wasn't canceled. It made, it was no big deal. Business as usual. Go ahead and make your money. But as soon as The Baby made comments about the LGBTQ community, HIV and AIDS at this concert in Miami back in July, that was it. All bets were off. It was curtains for him. It was curtains. And he's right. Where's the lie? Where's the damn lie? Where is the damn lie? Prove me wrong. It's hypocrisy. So when a black man's being shot, that's okay. I mean, that's go ahead and make your money, just another black man getting shot, no big deal. Go ahead. Business as usual. But when you make comments about the LGBTQ community, all bets are off. You're canceled. Your money stops. That's it. That's it. I mean, hey, do whatever you want to against black people. But us, nope, don't you joke about us. And no one got in. That's what I'm saying. There were jokes. No one was injured physically. No one's life was in jeopardy. There were jokes. People's feelings may have gotten hurt. I'm sorry. Get over it. People have hurt my feelings, and I've gotten over it. Did it affect my life? Am I injured physically? No. You don't agree with the man's jokes? Don't watch the damn special. Get out your feelings. He hurt your feelings. Okay. Move on. Life goes on. But to go after him, it's one thing. You know what? It's just silly. But do what you do, Glad. Do what you do, LGBTQ community. Do what you do. But for the National Black Justice Coalition to go after him, that's a problem. Why is this your problem that other people's feelings may be hurt? Or they have an issue with his jokes? Why is that your issue? Why are you fighting their fight? When you clearly, Chappelle pointed out that when The Baby injured another black man, nothing was said. Nothing was done. It was okay. But as soon as he said something about gay people, made comments about HIV and AIDS, I may not agree with him. I mean, could they have been distasteful? Yeah. Is it his right to say it? Yeah. If I had said it, no. Is he telling the truth? Yes. But that's his right. Money stops. That's it. We don't have freedom of speech here in the United States. We don't. We don't have freedom of speech, especially if you're a black man. If you're a black person, but particularly if you're a black man, you do not have freedom of speech. No, you do not. That Constitution, that piece of paper did not have us in mind. You do not have freedom of speech. Did the baby incite a riot and cause people to get hurt physically, endangering their lives? No, he did not. No, he did not. He made comments that many people didn't agree with. Could it have been a better time and place for it? Possibly, yes. But to stop this man's money, It's foolish, it's wrong, and it's just go to show you that we've become an oversensitive nation and too politically correct, but it only goes to certain people. Certain people get these rights, and it's primarily the the Jewish community and the LGBTQ community. They're the only ones that get this right. You could say and do whatever to black people. You forced to apologize, but you aren't canceled. And the people that say these things about black people, their communities are not going after them. Imagine if Jerry Seinfeld, Adam Sandler, or Sarah Silverman would have said these same jokes as Dave Chappelle. Would the Jewish community went after them? How about George Lopez? Would the Mexican American coalition? I can't think of the organization now. Or the Hispanic community went after him? Would the Anti-Defamation League went after Jerry Seinfeld, Adam Sandler, and Sarah Silverman? Had they said these same jokes? And they're a Jewish-based organization, the Anti-Defamation League, the ADL. Look them up. Would Mexican American organizations or Hispanic organizations went after George Lopez? Had he said these same jokes? Or Gabriel Iglesias? Would they? Hell no, they wouldn't. And you know they wouldn't. But yet, black people, we always gotta break our necks and our damn backs to fight other people's battles when other people thumb their nose at us and give us the finger and don't give a damn about us. They're not studying us. But yet and still, we continue to fight the world's battles and don't even fight our own. We do not take care of home. We play these away games instead of taking care of home. And it makes us look foolish and it's killing us. Our respectability and our credibility is shot. Why aren't the National Black Justice Coalition fighting for reparations? Why aren't they fighting for black people receiving tangibles? Why? Why are you more concerned with Dave Chappelle's jokes about the LGBTQ community instead of what's the greater good for the black community? Why? It's time out for these plantation politics. It's time out for it. Whether it be Shaq, Kareem, the National Justice Black Coalition, the NAACP, the Congressional Black Caucus, whatever. It's time out for y'all to stop playing these plantation politics. Enough of it. It's doing us no good. It's hurting our people. You mean our people no good. Nothing good. Whether it's D.L. Hughley, Roland Martin, Joy Reid, Oprah, whomever, these plantation politics has got to stop because it's hurting our people and you don't mean our people any good. It's time out for it. You're doing master's job for them. Oh, I can't keep these niggers in line. I need you to keep these niggers in line. Yes, sir, boss. We's a keep them in line. We's a keep them in line, boss. We's a making sure we's a keep them in line. And so you crack your whip to please master, to do his dirty work for him. Am I right or am I absolutely right? It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. No other race of people do this to their own. I just pointed out Jewish comedians. The Jewish community wouldn't do this to them. I just gave you Hispanic comedians. The Hispanic community wouldn't do this to their own. And that goes for the Asian community with Asian comedians. or the Indian community with comedians, Aziz Ansari and Mindy Kaling. They're the two that pop in mind. The Indian community would not have went after them. But yet, Black people, when it comes to us, we always the ones that's first in line to chide our own people, to crack the whip at our own people. We always beat white people to it. Always. We know white people are going to chide us. That's what they're, white supremacy, that's what they do. That's what they do. They've been doing it for centuries. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's their job. That's what they do. Why do we got to be the ones, though? Riddle me this. Why do we have to be the ones to beat them to the punch? No. Don't worry about it. We got this. Yeah, we'll crack the whip. Nigger, what's wrong with you? You making these white folks upset. Boy, even though it's true, boy, you's better hush. You's better be quiet. Shh, boy, don't you be saying that to them white folks. You're going to upset them. Boy, you know better than that. You'll be a good nigger. You mind your manners. It's always us. Always. And it drives me insane. Oh, it's so upsetting. So frustrating. Now is not the time for it. Now is not the time for these plantation politics. Cut it out with this. Stop it with this BS. Stop it. Dave Chappelle, stand on your truth, brother. Stand on your truth. Keep telling the truth. Damn these people. If they can't handle it, so what? They stand on their truth. They're not biting their tongue. Whether Black people are mad or not. They don't give a damn about us. Stand on your truth. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. I'm going to support you. You're my favorite comedian. And I agree with everything you said. You have my support. And I wish someone knew Dave Chappelle. Some way, somehow, I wish someone knew him and could send him this video. I wish someone could. Because he has my support. We have to support our people. Even in disagreements. Even in disagreements. You could disagree without being disagreeable. We have to support our own. Others support their own even when they disagree with them. Y'all know it to be true, and I've witnessed it. They will not sell their send one of their own up the river to please other people. They will not do it. They will not sell out their own to appease other people. I've witnessed it, and it's true. And prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Send it in the comments. Reach out to me. I'm not hard to find. It doesn't happen. It will not happen. And y'all know it's true. Y'all know it is. But our own people break their necks and backs to sell us out, to sell out their own, to send them up the river. Our own people. They break their necks to do it. It's like they can't wait. They get up extra early. Are them butter biscuits that good with the honey on them? You silly sambos make me sick. And it just, we have to do better. We just have to do better. I just hope and pray one day we get it and we just break this curse. Because it does us no good. We're not making friends with other people by doing it. So with that being the case, let's make friends with our people first. I'm not saying don't be friends with other communities. Sure. But don't carry their water for them. Don't fight their battles first before you fight the battles of Black people. That's all I'm saying. Because Asian people do not fight the battles of Black people before Asian people. White people do not fight the battles of black people before white people. Indian people do not fight the battles for black people before Indian people. It doesn't happen. It will not happen. So get that through your heads, please. Moving on to Kyrie Irving. It's kind of on the same lines, same thing, but um, he hasn't gotten a jab. He's just hell bent against it, and he's standing strong on his belief. Another brother, I salute, because I'm not getting it either. Kyrie Irving's situation is interesting though, because I think all the players on the Brooklyn Nets, with the exception of him, have received a jab. So if this, I don't know how the Nets are gonna deal with this, or how this is going to play out. It's going to be very interesting because Kyrie Irving stands to miss 46 games. 46 games. That's 41 home games because Brooklyn, New York City and Brooklyn's a borough. You have to have your your JAB notification card in order to enter, restaurants, bars, movie theaters, gyms, or to participate in activities like in sports arenas like the Barclays Center and Madison Square Garden, or whatsoever in New York, in the city of New York. Barclays Center being in Brooklyn, where the Nets play, they fall under this jurisdiction. So that means Kyrie Irving will not be able to participate in 41 home games. NBA season is 82 games. You have 41 home games and 41 away games. So he will not be able to participate in 41 home games. And that's not including the 2 games at Madison Square Garden where the Knicks play, which is in Manhattan. So that's 43 games. Then San Francisco. Oh, froze there. If I froze, I apologize. I don't know what that was about. In any event, I'm going to get back to my what I was saying. So San Francisco and just a couple of days ago, LA have followed the same guidelines as New York City. So he will not be able to play in San Francisco against the Warriors or the 2 games against the Lakers and Clippers down in LA. So that's 5 games. He will miss 46 games and play in the other 36. So he missed 46 games, but be able to play in 36. Wow, that's an interesting situation that the Nets are in. But Kyrie Irving is standing to his guns and is not getting a jab. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I'm proud of him. I've gained a new level of respect for Kyrie Irving. I really have. Right on, brother. Right on. Right on. More power to you for standing on your truth. Standing on your truth. Don't be forced to get it. If you feel it ain't right for you, don't get it. Don't let these people dictate what you do with your body. Oh, in Canada, which is another interesting situation. So he will be able to play in Canada, but if he joined his teammates, if he broke, so quote unquote, I guess, quarantine, quote unquote, and went out with his teammates to dinner, to lunch, what so have you, he could be fined up to $750,000 and or jailed for up to 6 months, I believe. I saw on Yahoo News, or could be in prison. I think 6 months. I think it was 6 months. I don't think it was a year. They taking this joke too far. It's gone too far. So he will miss 41 games. The 2 games they play at Madison Square Garden, 43, and then the games out here, the 3 games out here against the Warriors, and the 2 games against the Clippers and Lakers. So 46 games in total. And he will be able to play in 36. If he traveled to Canada, Toronto, because that's where the Raptors, they play there, he could play, but he just couldn't, go out to dinner, or he could be fined up to $750,000 and or jailed up to 6 months, I believe it was. I don't believe it was a year. So, interesting situation that the Nets and Kyrie Irving, find themselves in. And I don't know if he applied for a religious exemption, but I know they didn't give Andrew Wiggins one in San Francisco. And I'm about to talk, and I'm transitioning into him right now because his situation, he got jabbed on Monday, and he made the comment that you don't own your body, or your body is not yours, or you can't control what to do with your body, something to that extent. And he was forced to get the jab because he was sticking to his guns up until Monday. So now he's jabbed. He applied for a religious exemption but was denied. So much for freedom of religion, right? Nah, they go that Constitution, that amendment that's in the Constitution. So much for freedom of religion. However, in the county south of San Francisco, Santa Clara County, their law enforcement officers were allowed religious exemption if they did not want to get jabbed. They were allowed to get it. But Andrew Wiggins isn't. And this is it's in the state of California, in Santa Clara County, where the 49ers play their home games. Their cops were allowed to get religious exemption against getting jabbed. But Kyrie Irving was not. Andrew Wiggins was not. He wasn't allowed to get it. I don't know about Kyrie Irving if he applied for it or not. But like I said, there again, there goes freedom of religion. There goes the right for you to choose to do what you want with your body. Could you imagine if they told women that they didn't have a right to an abortion? Oh, they did do that. How well did that go? Roe v. Wade, 1973. The Supreme Court ruled that a woman has the right to choose. A woman has a right to do with her body whatever she pleases, whether it's an abortion or keep the child. The Supreme Court ruled that 48 years ago. Thurgood Marshall was on the court then. So you mean to tell me that's okay and that's legal, but I can't choose, and these men can't choose whether or not they want the jab, or whether or not they want the jab? If they choose not to get it, they got to lose out on their livelihood. They can't travel. Really? How unconstitutional is that? And it goes to Andrew Wiggins' point. You don't have a right to, your body, you don't have a right to choose what to do with your body. You don't. Because they forced this man to get the jab. They forced him to get it. They said, nigger, you either gonna get this jab or you ain't gonna play. No play, no pay. Get jabbed. He got jabbed. So he didn't have a choice. I guess, in his mind, that he didn't have a choice what to do with his body. And so he complied to their he complied to their rules. To each their own, I guess. But this is some BS. And it just shows you how fascist the United States has become. We're turning to 1930s Nazi Germany and Italy. Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler and Italy under Benito Mussolini. This is what we're turning into, the fascist states of America. And stay tuned because it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. You could thank Biden, Fauci, the CDC, the National Institute of Health, all these fascist institutions for implementing these unconstitutional mandates. And like I said, it's already New York, San Francisco, and LA. But it's coming to a city near you. It's going to be in Detroit, Chicago, Philly, Atlanta, Seattle, Miami, Dallas, Houston, Denver, Boston, DC, Baltimore, Milwaukee. It's going to be Minneapolis. It's going to be in all those cities soon. Watch. They're all democratically ran cities, so don't be surprised if they start these mandates coming to these cities that I mentioned soon. It's just crazy out here, y'all. It's crazy out here. It makes absolutely no sense at all what they're doing. But like I said, Kyrie, Bradley Beal, Jonathan Isaac, Dave Chappelle, I salute y'all for standing on your truth, not biting your tongue, and standing your guns. I respect that, and I love you all. I love you for it. I love y'all for it and respect you. More power to you. You have my support because I'm doing it too. So I'm proud of you, black men, for standing on your truth. The truth is all you got. And black people that love you and support you, we got your back. Don't let these people, don't let them steal your joy. Don't let them steal your spirit. I don't believe you guys will, but just hold fast. Hold fast and stand strong on your truth and on what you believe in, on your convictions, because these people are going to do it too. They're going to do it too. You better believe it. On that note, I'm out of here. Share this video. Feel free to comment. Hit their share button. Hit the thumbs up button, the share button. Subscribe to the channel. And just share this video on social media. Let's start the conversation. We don't have to agree, but let's disagree without being disagreeable. All right, y'all. Till next time. Take care. Love y'all. And be good. I'm out. Peace.